Woohoo! G'day! Tonia Reeves, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, coming at you from Sunday Creek this week. I am at home and the sun is out. It is summer here, even though we've had snow and not necessarily snow here, but snow on the mountains that where it does get cold. And yeah, it's crazy considering, we've started summer but it's a nice warm day out there today. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, in the lead up to, we've got a new moon happening, which I think will be next week around the 12th here in Australia. We've got a lot of action happening. So we're a bit excited. We're feeding into the energy of wrapping up this year. For those that haven't already, don't forget to do a review of this year and what it's been for you and what it's meant to you. We've had lots of lessons thrown at us this year, and I know many can relate to that because in a lot of my shows and connections and the Cowgirl tribe where I connected with a lot of other spiritually minded psychic people that want to join the tribe, we have had that discussion where we've all felt the pull to make the change and really wrap things up before the end of this year. So if you're feeling that, know that you're not alone. There's many that are going through the same, and there still has been a little bit of an element of a challenge. For some of us, we just feel like we're treading water, and then for others, it's been a little bit of pulling back and reviewing what we need to release before the beginning of next year. So I do feel like energetically we're getting like a real nudge, and it's been a bit of more than just a push, really. It's like a shove. To go, you know what? You want to get into 2020 and really take action. It's a real powerful year for many that I see coming up, but we also need to remember to let go of what no longer serves us. So if that's you, time to let it go and move forward with things. So for a lot of you, intuitively, you're releasing things. We're letting go of relationships, careers, material things, furniture, cars, things that we just have changed our mind on. So if you're finding yourself in that situation and feeling it, don't worry, because it's just basically energetically how the energy is working at the moment. So we're all a little bit, I say we're all interconnected. So what the group or the collective tend to feel, it's that sort of ripple effect, connects us all, and also how I suppose we all relate to what others are going through. So I shared on my show this morning that we're really feeling that pull now to be interconnected and to get back to communities. So just a reminder this year for many of us, or winding up of this year, is support your local businesses, support others that maybe are doing the same type of work that you're doing, and really connect and create a good vibration in your area by collectively getting together and helping each other out. And it's a really beautiful time of year to do that. I know come Christmas, it is a hard time for many, the time where we all miss those that we love in spirit. And, we do find that at times overwhelming, but always remember they are around. They're wanting you to see the signs that they give you, and believe you me, they're always giving you signs. So if you feel a bit disconnected and you're not getting the signs at the moment, take a deep breath, disconnect from the distractions, and go and just be in the moment and look for the signs. Okay? That's my reminder. So yeah, don't forget, you've got the ability to connect to those that are past the same way that I have. And, your loved ones are around you. It's just about you committing to a practice and opening yourself up to connecting to spirit. And it's not hard. We just need to, get rid of the distractions. So, yeah, I thought I'd share that today. All right, I'm going on to my first caller. I've got Reeves in Nimbin, New South Wales, Australia.
Hello,
Yay.
How are you?
Really good, huh? How cool. I've got an Australian accent. Yay. That's
and you're
really
Australian?
special. Yeah, yep. How bizarre is that? So you could have
That's
chosen many of them on here that are from everywhere. But yes, I'm in country Victoria, so I'm south from you. You're up in Nimbin, beautiful part of the world.
Well, at the moment it's not feeling too beautiful because they've been busy feeding fiery through the CWA because of the fires and so forth up here.
Yeah. So how close is that to you, Therese, where the fires are?
That's where I live. It's not all that far as the crow flies. Where the smoke is really, really awful at the moment. Just saying that, the blessing is everyone's okay. We've been very fortunate in Nimbin that there's been no loss of life.
Yeah.
So that's the blessing there.
Yeah. It's amazing with the it really brings out all the those that join together and band together when things like this happen, and it's certainly not an easy time for anyone. And you've also with the native animals and things is really it's a hard time. And I know we were caught in Black Saturday here in Victoria, so I totally get what you're talking about. It's a scary time, it's an unsettling time, and you do tend to run on adrenaline to keep going, I think. Okay. All right. I'm going to just connect the Therese. So, because, our line's a little bit, it's been a little bit up and down. Also, okay. We've got a male in spirit to connect for her. So I'm just going to babble on here, and she can always listen to this as well to get a message. It's almost like there's someone stepping in for her quite strongly, and of course with things going on. Therese, I've got a male in spirit for you. I feel like he just stepped in as you dropped out there.
Oh, bless.
Yeah. So is it your father in spirit? He's very fatherly. He's very protective of you.
Protective? Probably my brother. I do have a brother and a father in spirit.
Yep. Because it's like he's stepping.
I feel more connected.
Okay, to your brother. Because you're quite spiritual, and being around Nimbin, it's such a spiritual area. So, it sort of goes without saying. But it's almost like he's stepping in to go, I'm the strong one here. And I feel like he's got the blanket around him. So it's like, I'm here to be of assistance and, connect and give you the strength to keep going forward. So very relevant. Let me see, getting a bit more information on him. So was he your only brother, or was he the brother that you had the connection with the strongest?
Yeah, I'm the eldest of 10, and he and I were most connected.
Yeah, okay, because I felt like it was kind of like you two, as in, he's very much, and it's also being very thankful to you. So I feel like there's something around when he passed that, and when they come through like that, it's not just your standard things. It's like he's showing me you went above and beyond. So it's almost like I feel with him, you made sure his wishes were granted, whereas maybe others didn't have that intention, but you stood up and said, yep, and he's very grateful for that. He's like, and I feel like he's got a bit of cheekiness. Like he's like, yeah, of course you would do that for me. Yeah. And he's also showing me, because he's quite excited to connect with you. And I know, like you just said before, you connect with him, but it's like he's also around because there's some changes coming up for you. And it's like I want to get a bit excited about opportunities and things that are presenting themselves. And I feel like you can feel this, or there's been I feel like you were already in it. So I'm not just connected with something in the future. It's like he's showing me, get excited because there's opportunity there that's going to take you. It's almost like I want to say your soul purpose is waiting. You're stepping into it. Yeah. And it's like he's got your back. And it's almost like don't fear stepping up into this, because he wants to enjoy the ride with you. And it's like there's a lot of personal power around at the moment for you.
Oh, wow.
So 2020 is pretty big. And I mean, it is for a lot of people that are stepping into their power, it is going to be a stepping forward. But I feel like for you, I'm really changing things up. So I'm really, it's like almost like as soon as you open up to this, there's going to be a ripple effect, and that will be changing up things even around Like I want to go to where I'm located. There's something around you've been tossing up with moving, or um, now don't necessarily it's far, but I feel like there's definitely a move in the process, and it's almost like is there something around you've been looking and haven't found what you're after, or there's a question mark around this?
Yeah. Yeah, there is a big question mark because I really don't know where to go.
Yeah, okay. It's almost like he's there to guide you. So it's like he's your Archangel Michael, which is a real, that's the person that has your back covered all the time. And he's going to guide you. But I want to say what he's showing me is it's going to be a little bit different to what you're thinking. So when they come through like that, I want to say you might have a couple of options you're weighing up. You need to look further. There's something else that's going to come in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, when you say you're not sure.
Relationship. Sorry?
Yeah, this is more about where you're moving to. It's like I want to be open a little bit more to where I'm moving. As far as relationships go, it's out. I want to say out with the old and in with the new. So it's kind of like if things aren't getting renewed in a current relationship, then there's going to be decisions around that and there's moving forward. So I feel like for you, there's an aspect of things being sorted out or reviewed and decisions being made. But I want to say it's onward and upward for you. So we're not, and I feel like I'm on repeat. I've said this for so many readings of late, but if it's not for your highest good, it's not for you and you're moving forward through that.
Yeah.
Okay, so be excited. It's like you've got this. And I do want to say to you, it's like your brother's saying, you're strong, like as in don't get into your head about, oh, can I do it or is that going to work or how am I going to work things out? Don't worry about it. And he's also showing me that you've manifested a lot of great stuff in your life and you can still do it moving forward. So don't forget that.
Yeah.
Right? You don't need to rely on anybody else, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions before I go on to my next caller that you'd like me to cover while you're here?
No, I was just wanting to know when Troy has bought this new McLaren. Just my relationship as well.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a slight delay I'm getting through. But yeah, I think it's almost like know that your brother's there. He gives you the signs and, that's reciprocated. So you are guided. So if you're looking at something and a red flag comes up, follow that. Because trust me, he's very strong around you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so very much.
You've got this. My pleasure. If you need any more info, Therese, connect to me on Facebook. Australia's Psychic Cowgirl is my Facebook page. So, yeah, jump on, send me a message.
Okay. Thank you so very much. My
pleasure. Thank you. Sorry about the little bit of a dodgy connection there. So, yeah, I hope, whatever I haven't covered, shoot me a message. All right. Take care, my dear.
Thank you very much.
Thinking of sending much love to all of you around the fires. We're all thinking of you over here. All right, I'm going to go on to my second caller, Misty in Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. Misty, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. We often get told over here in Australia that we're very much like Canadians, so I think that's a pretty cool thing. Now, let me see, do you want me to focus on something specific or just connect in for you today?
Possibly career and love, if that's okay, please.
Yeah, of course. Now, with, all right, let me see. All right, I want to go to a question mark around the love. Is there somebody that's in, well, are you in a type of relationship at the moment, or it's like I feel like we're hot and cold a little bit as far as love interest goes?
No, I'm not with anybody.
Okay, all right. Is there somebody around there? Because I feel like I want to go to somebody's around.
I've rekindled with an old friend recently.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
and
him.
has that been has that been a little bit hot and cold? Like you connect and then you have that bit of a break and then reconnect again?
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm just connecting with what they're showing me. There's a reason that you've reconnected again, but I also want to keep in mind, or what they're showing me is this is about you getting pleased. How can I put this? It's the relationship side of things. It's about time for you to honor what you feel, and whoever you're connecting with in a relationship needs to be mindful of your needs, because I feel like you're always the one to make everything right. And, as far as the relationship goes, we're not sacrificing. You're not putting yourself second. I want to see you put first, Misty, really big time.
Okay.
All right. So it's like, I'm not compromising. If they're not giving me 100%, I'm just going to go next.
Yeah.
Right. Because
Understandable.
there is, love is definitely on the cards for you, and there is somebody that will be stepping in. They're not showing me specifically with this one that's there at the moment. So I'm sort of saying be open to this, because there is an aspect of someone stepping in, but they're going to give you 100%. So it's like love is in the air, and it's a case of that person that will be stepping in is going to be very thoughtful and very much all about honouring who you are. And it's like it's your time in the house for this to happen. So I really want to say you're not going to be with somebody who doesn't take your opinions and what you want not into play. So they're going to revere you. So it's like they really look out for you, and they highly regard you. So if the one that's hanging in there isn't 100% like that, then that's fine. But keep your eyes open, because there's somebody stepping in that will be like that for you. As far as career goes, let me have a look there. So with your career, have you been doing something for a little while and you've just started either training or studying for something else? Because I feel like there's something else you're going to be doing that's totally different to what you have done in the past.
Well, right now what I do is I help people in the community with their health.
Yep.
And I was thinking of furthering my education for nursing.
Yep. Well, that's what I see, like there's study around that there's further training that you're going to be doing. And it's like but it'll be different to what you are doing now. So are you doing a lot of one-on-one?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like there's something where you're going to be addressing groups, so not just one-on-one. I'm addressing others in a group situation. So, because I feel like for you give up, you don't give up, but you give out so much to others, and sometimes one-on-one can be very taking up all of your, it's almost like I feel a bit depleted after I've finished doing a lot of one-on-ones for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I want to be more in a group situation where I can interact and freely step forward with this. And I want to say for you next year is I'm excited. So can I ask where you're living at the moment? Are you sharing a place, or where do I get the feeling that you're in with others?
I have my mom living with me at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. So because I felt like I was like thinking, yeah. Okay. So, and you're helping mum out at the moment.
Yeah.
Something around you're helping. Yeah. Yeah. So there's something around changes up around that as well. So has mum not been well, or what's brought about her moving in with you? Because I feel like there's a reason for that.
She came out of a not so good relationship, and it really affected her financial situation as well.
Okay, I missed a bit of that. So is that regarding health?
It's to do with health. She also came out of a bad relationship.
Okay, yep. And so you're building her
her financial situation hasn't been good as well.
Yeah. Okay. Which is lovely of you to do that. And I feel like Mum's really sweet. But it's been a big adjustment for both of you. So it's a little bit like, oh, I'm getting, I'm getting used to it again, I suppose, because it's been a while since you've lived together. But I feel like we're just finding our feet a little bit. There's something around, I feel like the next year you're going to, I feel like I want to say for you, the same as my last caller, but something around movement. So I feel like when you get the career path, like you decide what you're going to be doing, there's something about getting set up in a place that's a little bit more, how can you put it, that works better with the two of you, or that gives you more options and freedom.
Okay.
All right. So just be open to that, because I feel like, is there some aspect where you are now it's a little bit hard with Mum being there? Is it not very big, or I feel like I'm restricted a bit?
Yeah, it's small. It's on the small side.
Yeah. So just there's something around, I feel like you'll be guided to somewhere that will just work in a bit better and give you both a bit more space. But I do see Mum getting back on her feet. So I don't feel like Mum's going to be there long term. I feel like once she gets on her feet, because I feel like she's independent. It's like sometimes we go through these things and then bring us in preparation to meet that, when I say perfect person, that person that is for your highest good, that is on the same page. And I feel like for the both of you, there's something about you and Mum being in alignment. I don't know whether you've both been through similar things, like within a 12-month time frame, or you've experienced the same situations, but it's like you're both learning a bit from each other.
Yes, we have been.
Yeah. So it's like, because the two of you, it's almost like I feel like your role in this lifetime's been we're reconnecting again, and there's certain mirroring things that have been happening. But it's like, I want to say that as an encouragement, because it's like the spirit coming through for you very much about you both will inspire each other, and you're both very inspiring ladies, I want to say. So I feel like in what you do, you're very highly regarded, and Mum's a bit of Mum's the best. I want to say Mum can reinvent herself like snapping fingers. She's pretty amazing. So even though she's been through what she has, she'll be snapping out of that and onto her next adventure, I want to say. So tell Mum that. I see her traveling. She's having an adventure. And I do feel with Mum, now that she's got rid of the ball and chain, I want to say, the health issues will start to fade into the background. So please tell her that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it really, for the two of you, it's like you've come together, you're gorgeous souls, and we're ready for a break. So I feel like 2020 is going to be your break, and the opportunity come in. And I know it has been hard last couple of years, what I'm being shown, but it's like you'll start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I do want to say over the next few weeks or towards the end of this year, you're really starting to see that there's light here. The green light, and they're having the speed humps and the red lights and being held back. No more holding back, and that's for the two of you.
Thank you. Is it okay if I ask you something else?
Absolutely, please do.
Are you able to answer questions about legal matters?
Yeah, you just give me a generalization so that we're not too specific, being the fact that we're on radio. So yeah, so is it, oh, that's interesting. I'm getting a bit of stuff. Okay. So is there something that's, is it at the courts now? Can I ask? As we speak?
It's going to be started soon.
Yeah. Okay. There's a bit of a process there. I feel like I want to say something around being a bit dragged out. It's really important to get the right person on the job. So have you already, are we on to the second person that's helping you through this? The professional person, I mean?
Sorry, can you repeat what you said?
Are you on to the second person that's helping you? So when I say that, like over here, we have like a solicitor or like a professional that is,
just a lawyer for right now.
Yeah. Okay. So with your lawyer, do you? Because I feel like I want to go to there's a number 2. So have you already seen one and you're on to now another one? There's something around that. Yeah. Great. Because I was like, you're going to be, the second one is the good one. Like, I don't mean that the first one wasn't, but it's like we need somebody that's 100% on your page. Can I also get you to write down, it's almost like the outcome is something around finances, write down what it is you want, and just, I don't care whether you just put it in a drawer or something, but let's be clear to the universe and say, this is what I want. I'm not doing this for nothing. This is the end result. So that we can bring that, and not only bring it to you as you need, but in the right timing. There's something about this being dragged out, but I do want to say to you, don't worry about it, because it will be in your favour. It's just a case of you're going to have to do this bit of a dance at the moment with it.
Okay, it's to do with my my child.
Yep. So there's, okay, so I felt like also I wanted to go to money. So is this about maintenance as well? Because I feel like there's something around money that hasn't been paid that needs to be paid, right? Yep. So we're getting, the money is coming through and the ruling will be in your favour. Hold your stance and keep your power, and there'll be no question on the outcome of this. And I feel like I want to say to you, there is no question. I don't feel it's going to be an issue. So keep the faith. You've got this.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to have to go because I'm being wound up now, but thank you so much for connecting. Australia Psychic Cowgirl, connect with me on Facebook for any more questions. Misty, more than happy to help. Thank you, everyone. See you again, same time, same place. Woohoo!